So today we're looking at the difference between series and parallel circuits. First we'll start with a series circuit. So for a circuit to work we need a battery and some power. So here I've actually got a USB buck converter which is bringing in 3 volt. I have a fan and I have just a block that will complete the circuit. The fan block has 2 wires, so 1 wire attached on each side. There's actually a gap in the middle of there and a gap in the middle of there. Okay, so when we put this together, we think about where the power is going. It's coming from the red, through the fan, around here and back. There's no other path that it can take. So that is a series circuit because it goes around in a circuit. Okay. And if we have put a second fan block in, I'll pop that into the middle. So if we put a second fan block in and then complete the circuit, so we need to return, you can hear that they sound slightly different. And if we put a third one in, okay, so now the circuit is going from the red all the way through here. It will come around here and go back to the black. Okay. And they are slowing down, and to prove that, I'm just going to pop this in and we'll start again with, okay, let's see if this one works. That works. That works. But you can actually almost see the fan spinning because it's so much slower. So for this circuit, the light is going around and back. And for this one, oh, it's just going. Okay, and you can see that the red light is getting dimmer. And there, oh, it's run out of power. So we have the red one and this one fan splitting because basically it's run out of power. Now the other thing that's interesting about series circuits is, if we go back to perhaps having 2 fans, that's okay. So when we talked about where the circuit went, it goes around and back. It has to go from this block, through this red wire, through the fan, through the black wire, through the red wire, through the fan, through the black wire. Now, if I actually take off one of these, let's just stick it up in the air. Okay, so one of the red wires, oh no, my fan's broken. Okay, and it's just sitting up in the air. What we'll find is that the entire circuit won't work because, let's pop it over the end to make sure it's very visibly not in the circuit. What happens is it's going through from the power block, through the red wire, through the fan, through the black wire. It's then not going back through the red wire and through the fan anymore. So it can't make it around the entire circuit. All right, so those are the 2 concepts. One is that are important. One is that a break in a series circuit anywhere will stop the entire circuit, and that they're all using the same power. So you get power drop off. It's like a cumulative use of power, so eventually you'll hit a maximum amount. Okay, so then if we go, here's one I prepared earlier. Alright, so now we'll do exactly the same experiments, but we'll do them with a parallel circuit. Okay, so a parallel circuit, there we go. That one works. Okay, and a second one. You can hear they're both working very loud. And a third one. So we're not getting that drop in speed that we were getting previously. Just got these in. Okay, so let's check that one works. Okay, so exactly the same again. We're putting a light into the circuit. Then we'll put one fan on. Notice the red, it doesn't actually change colour. Okay, and the fans don't stop spinning. The other thing you'll notice is that we don't actually need to connect the block back. The reason for that is the circuit in this is actually going here, and it's going across here and back. Or it's going across here and then across both and back, or across all three and back. Okay, so there's a difference in where the circuit goes. Oh, I think that's because I'm actually leaning on the... Oh, there we go. Okay, so if we go back and do the same experiment that we did with the previous one, and we have the 2 blocks, okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these off. We take one off and we'll put it on the side so it's not attached to anything. So one of those wires is no longer attached to anything. So now one of them will still work. And even if this is on the other side of here, it will still work because it's not dependent on going the whole way around the circuit. So if one item breaks, it doesn't interrupt the flow because it's not going up and down from block to block to block. It can bypass it because it's picking up power from here, but there's no break in the circuit. So that's the difference between series and parallel circuits.